Good evening, I'm Debbie, and tonight we're keeping it simple with Testa's Pantry. For all of those folks and friends of mine that don't like fish, I'm sorry. We are tonight doing ahi tuna. We're doing ahi tuna with our own Nocellara EVOO. So, what I'm going to do is I have a pan heating up here. I am going to put about a tablespoon, a little bit more, into the pan to heat it up. And I'm going to also put a little bit on top of each ahi tuna steak. So I have 2 steaks. On top of each steak, I'm also going to sprinkle some salt, a little bit, can't do too much. And then Peter asked for some grated ginger. So I'm going to grate a little bit of ginger over each one, just to give it a little extra flavor boost. I'm going to have to scrape that off the bottom of the grater. I think I'll do a little bit more. That's not quite enough. So I would say probably about a half of a teaspoon of ginger grated for each steak. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to rub that in. Just give it a nice rub, and then we'll flip it over and rub it there and again. And as soon as the pan is hot enough, we are going to put these in the pan and sear them. Now, our Nocellara we've talked about before is our single growth grown, first cold pressed from Sicily. It's very smooth, it's very buttery, and it works great on fish. We've used it on shrimp, and we've also used it on different forms of fish, different fish fillets, and it also works really well with sauteing garlic and making aglio e olio. But tonight we're doing ahi. So we're going to sear it, put that right down there in the pan, and we'll cook it on high for about a minute each side so we can have it rare. We like it rare. We're going to serve it on a bed of greens. So then we're going to do something a little bit special too. Instead of just having a regular balsamic vinaigrette, we're going to drizzle our finished ahi and the salad with some of our Oro. This is our Balsamico di Modena IGP Oro. The Oro is a heavily aged balsamic. It is been aged for about 12 to 15 years in Slovenian oak. And it's not a glaze, but it looks like a glaze. This is all natural, no flavors, no caramel, no infusions of anything, of any sort at all. It's just the natural flavor of the balsamic, and it is imparted the oak that it is aged in imparts this nice woody flavor to it. So once these are seared, and it'll be about another minute to keep them rare because we like them to be tender and pink on the inside. And it's going to just be lovely and simple. You can eat them on a bed of spinach too, but we like them on the fresh greens. And with this, we can put a little extra olive oil on the side. So I think this is just about it. They are done. We're going to put that right there. And here's our second one. Now we're going to drizzle a little bit more of the Nocellara over top so that our salad gets some of that great olive oil as well. Now, here's what we do. We take the Oro and we're going to drizzle it over the entire dish. It's going to, see how thick that is? It's going to give it some density, a little bit of sweetness, but not too much. It's very rich, very woody, and lovely. So if you have any questions, please give me a call. Otherwise, thank you, and we'll see you next week.